Chronological Bible in a Year Reading Plan, Day 70. Today we started the book of Deuteronomy. We got the first two chapters in, and just some quick fun observations. Deuteronomy is often called the second law. It is not a replacement of the first. It's more of a summary, not a substitute so much as a reminder. These first two chapters of Deuteronomy have pretty much covered from the exodus of Egypt to just about to take the land east of the Jordan. So we just shoved 2.5 books into 2 chapters. And it's exciting to see how Moses reflects on the law as he gives these speeches, as he reminds the people of God's plan, of God's provision. But the question I come to as I read this is, how often do I look at my life in retrospect? How often do I pause and kind of reflect on what God has done from the beginning of my life to the now in my life and think of how should I live in light of what God has been doing? And I think the answer would be not enough. So how can we as a modern church take the time to pause and reflect on our lives, look back and say, how has God prepared me to be the person God calls for me to be? And what would it look like me to embrace that fully? I'm looking forward to seeing what comes as we get through Deuteronomy. This is the last of the books of Moses before we jump more into the histories. So let's read with excitement as we see, how does Moses end his writing of the history of Israel up to this point? How does Moses end knowing that he's about to depart the people and leave them in the hands of Joshua, the man he's been aiding and discipling all this time? I'm looking forward to seeing how reading it in that light might enhance how I view and learn from it. But until then, God bless.